Want to know my honest feedback on the Iron Rebel Power Gear? We're about to get into it. All right, guys, as you all know, I proudly represent Iron Rebel. I pretty much train in nothing but that. And with all this new power gear that came out about 3 months ago, what I thought I would do is put this shit to the test through a contest prep and then give you a review. Unlike where you'll see a lot of companies or brands, their ambassadors won't even try a supplement, won't even try the t-shirt on, and yet they're gonna tell you how great it is. Like, to me, that's bullshit. So I wanted to put every single one of these to the test, and I'm gonna give it an honest rating and review about how I like it, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, ways you can improve upon it. So let's just kind of start with the far most left. That is the Iron Rebel knee sleeve. I had generation 1. They were very good, but I blew them out. Literally broke them. Now, I will say it did last me almost 3 years. And I think I got it was too small of a size at the end. My quads had grown and I just blew the seam on. And so when these came out, it was perfect timing. One of the cool things about this is, I just want to show you here, is you want to fold this over, and then all you'll do is slide your foot in there, pull up, and then just roll that right back. So it's really easy and convenient to get these on. I prefer to have on tights when I do this because it makes it even easier. I'm a big sweater when I train, so if I don't start cold with those on, which I typically don't, because I like to do my hamstrings first, then adductors, and then I'll put those on before I get into my quad work. But again, they're very comfortable, they fit well. On the size chart, you definitely want to follow the instructions there because it's spot on in terms of the size chart, finding what fits you. So make sure you measure the proper area and get the size that correlates to them. All right, next up, we have 2 versions of elbow sleeves. If you want a more loose fit, these, the newer ones here are gonna be the best bet and go-to. So if you look, I'm just gonna actually put one on so you can see how easy this slides on. All we're gonna do is take that shorter side, slide my arm right in, and all we're gonna do is just pull right up into place. And that's gonna help protect my elbow, keep it warm, keep all that heat in there, and it feels really great and comfortable. And look how easy this comes on and off. On and off, very simple. So if you like a looser fitting compression, you just want to keep something that traps heat in there, these are what I would say my go-to are. Now, if you're really gonna press a lot of heavy load, I like these. So I use this version on the pump day, and then on my heavy pressing day, I use these more tight. These are the version 1 and 2. The camo is my favorite color, obviously, if you can't tell. And let me show you, these getting on are gonna be much more difficult, but it's gonna be much tighter compression. So these actually take a little bit of work to get all the way up into place. And again, that just sits right on my elbow here. It feels very comfortable, but that gives me a lot of compression. Now, I've had a lot of people reach out to me and say, hey, Chris, my hands are going numb, I'm tingling. Then you either got too small of a size or they aren't quite broken in yet. So if your hands are going numb or tingling, just give it a little bit of time or just bump up and get the next size up. But for me, the size chart, again, worked perfect. Okay, moving right on down the line here. Wrist straps. Now, the color are cool, they're super badass, but if I'm being brutally honest, I don't like how thick they are. So when I strap into this, that just creates too much thickness for my hand. I have really small hands, and grabbing onto a bar, especially since I have that broken pinky, is difficult as it is. So I'm not a huge fan of these straps. What I actually use these for is when I do band bell squatting, I'll hook these around the bar and create like a miniature yoke, and it's really cool. So let me show you what my current straps look like from Elite FTS, just so I can show you the comparison in terms of thickness. I don't know if the camera can tell the difference there, how thin these red are versus how thick the black ones are. So that red strap is just a long one from Elite FTS, and then these are the newer ones from Iron Rebel. So again, I like these for making a yoke out of a squat bar, and then I like these for doing my back rowing. So again, a thinner strap is what works best for me. You may find that you prefer a thicker strap or a strap with a pad. I like no pad and a thinner strap. So in my honest opinion, for back training, these are not for me. Okay, and lastly, we have a wrist strap. These are Iron Rebel camo, as you can tell. Again, favorite color. I was married to a pair of Inzer straps that I'd had since I was 19 years old. They smelled like absolute dog shit. The strap was broke, but there was a lot of sweat and weights that are lifted by those. So I was really nostalgic when I finally broke them. it was time to get some new. So I thought I'd give these Iron Rebel ones a shot, and I actually really like them. They're actually better, probably because they're not almost 2 decades old. But let me show you how easy these go on. All you're gonna do is simply put your thumb in the strap here, wrap it around, and then how you like your thickness depends on how tight you want to wrap that. So to me, I like that about what I would consider 8 out of 10. And then I don't like having that little thumb on there. So I actually unhook it and then I'm good to go. So, and if you look, I'm gonna get him to zoom in on what it looks like. I'm gonna flip my wrist here so you can see. I'm gonna flip my wrist so you can see how high I have that wrapped up. The only thing I really use these for are heavy dumbbell and barbell pressing. And then obviously if I'm gonna do a machine press that's banded or extremely heavy weight. So that gives me good support through the wrist. They're on the longer side, but not too long because some wrist straps are super long and they become cumbersome and annoying. So these are a perfect grip. I actually give these all day long. These are a 10 out of 10 for me. As well as the knee sleeves, both elbow sleeves, depending on how you're using them, those are 10 out of 10 all day long. And then these straps, honestly, I'd probably choose to go no straps at all over these. So for me, probably a 2 out of 10. Only because my hand size things don't feel good to me. So there you have it, guys. Iron Rebel Power Gear. Absolutely love all this new stuff. If you struggle with joint pain, knee pain, elbows, wrists, use these, add them into your routine. Because what that's gonna do is it's gonna support the joint, it's gonna keep blood in there and heat in there, so it feels good, and when you train, you can train hard and heavy without the fear of something breaking or failing on you. So use my discount code, it is CRIS, and then capital E10, so Chris E10, for Iron Rebel to save 10% off all this cool gear. Honestly, shirts are great too, so when you're there, you might as well pick up some shorts and some pants. This is a XXX. I'm roughly 225, so if it gives you an idea of about what sizing you want there and how you want it to fit. I prefer a looser fit, not where it's all bunched up under my armpits. So Iron Rebel, stand behind them, love all their stuff, get them, pick them up. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. I'll be doing more reviews of both clothes and clothing apparel, foods, sauces, shoes, you name it. But if you want to see anything in particular, comment below, and we'll be glad to bring you that content. Until next time, guys, Chris Evans TV.